Hi friends, how are you doing in this heat? Is it as hot in your neck of the woods like it is in ours? Man, it has been mega hot for a few days now, so I haven't been able to do a lot of what I wanted to do in the garden. I have to take refuge on the inside, and then yesterday Ken and I traveled out to the city. Anyways, I am out. I was out here earlier on and I had to go inside. Yeah, and we don't have AC inside. We open up all the windows, but it is still mega warm. And so I had to, yeah, your girl has to be wearing a tank top. And I came out now that it is a little cooler because it does cool down a little at night, and thinking I was going to be able to get something done. But no, it's time for the mosquitoes, so I can't be out here for very long. Anyways, I wanted to give you guys another look at the squash pumpkin patch because it is doing very well. And I'll tell you a little secret about squash and pumpkin vines. So yeah, I'm gonna flip the camera and let you see what's going on in this patch here. I am very happy with the pumpkin and the squash patch, and you will see why. Okay, so before we look at what the squash patch is putting on, let's look at what's going on right here with this vine. A few days ago, I noticed that it started just getting quail. The leaves started being limp and all. And I think what may have happened here is that maybe some critter like a mole or a vole maybe got to the root of it. However, I guess I was trying to save it, but I'm not quite sure I am going to be able to save it. This is not the one. It's not even this one. It is this one. Yeah. So, hey, check this out. Well, what I want to share with you guys is that at the nodule, the leaf nodule, your pumpkin vine will actually, and your squash vine will actually grow secondary roots, right? And so this is how I was trying to save it. I actually put a bunch of soil on top of it. Yeah, see, it's rooting there. So maybe I can save it after all. It is taking root in a couple of places. So I'm actually going to bury it back in the soil. Anyways, what I would say to you guys is when you're, oh, come on, get out of the way. When your squash and your pumpkin starts vining, try to make sure that they get secondary roots along the vine, just so if anything goes wrong at the primary source of the vine, it would have rooted somewhere else along the vine, so at least you can save that vine, right? And so yeah, this one even had a small squash on it, and it terminated because you see what's happening here. But as you just saw, there are roots coming up there, so I'm gonna leave this be and see what happens. But yeah, did you know that your squash and your pumpkin vines will put on secondary roots wherever the leaf nodules are? They will. They absolutely will. You just saw it there. I showed it to you. So yeah, guys, and there is another one over here. It's actually one of the pumpkin that looks like it got nibbled by a critter also. So I have it had quite a few pumpkins on it. Like this one looks like it's not gonna come to maturity because the vine really got shot when it looks like it got nibbled on. This one's green still, but you can see it's losing its shine. However, I have put some soil. I put a bunch of soil on the vine because I'm trying to get it to grow secondary roots to see if I can save the plant. And it actually looks like these are some of the leaves. This one too. This one's still very dog-eared. This one's going. This one's going. But this one's actually not looking too bad. And this one, although it's discolored, it's standing up more erect. So I'm thinking that I will be able to save the vine and get some more pumpkin from it. Yeah, so such is life, right? You win some and you lose some. You never know what's gonna happen. And just as you are out here gardening, trying to get food, there are critters out here too trying to get food, and they don't care where or how. They're gonna get food somehow, right? So yeah, let's go ahead now. And this is a ground cherry. It's putting on some fruits. Yeah, but yeah, let's check this out, guys. Apart from that, the other vines are doing pretty well today. I picked this one off because it was terminated. Not going anywhere, not doing anything, but check this out. I have another big one coming here. And wow, that's some thorns on the vine. And here's another big one from the same alga oil pumpkin. Are there any more in here? Like, I don't want you to go that direction. I want you to come this direction. Yeah. Let's go around the other side. And yeah, there is a big one right in here also. These are male flowers. This vine is definitely not alga oil. The leaves are not as big. Might just be because the fruit at the end there looks like alga oil, but the leaves are just smaller than the other ones. And then there's more in there. This is amaranth. Amaranth is all over. It's Callaloo's cousin for those of us who are Jamaican or from Jamaica. They grow wild here, guys. They grow wild. I still don't like how some of the leaves are yellow, and I'm giving the patch compost. I put beans in. I am trying my best here. So I don't know, maybe it just takes a little time before this is pretty, before the leaves get green. I'll be patient here. Okay, I can't go too far in there, so I will leave that section be. I will at some point get to see if there are any fruits in there. This one's terminated. But check this out, guys. Kabocha squash that's coming there. There's more kabocha squash down there. There's more kabocha squash there. And I am absolutely sure that this is a spaghetti squash that's coming here. I'm not going to touch it. I'm just pushing the leaves back a bit. I'm just putting the leaf back a bit, not a bit. Sorry. Okay. And more squash there. I think that one's kabocha too. As far as I remember, that's what I planted there. And check this out. I am hoping for great things. I am still hoping for the vines to put on more fruit. There are some beans in here that looks like they're poisoned to give me some fruit. That's summer squash. Summer squash coming up in there. Summer squash. The summer squash are doing pretty good. Let's take this off. This one is small. Looks like it's going to be terminated, but I'll leave it be for now. More summer squash. Over here, I don't know, man. I'm not quite sure. I thought that this was going to be spaghetti or buttercup. Butternut or butternut. Yeah, butternut. Nut. Yeah, but it's almost look like it's gonna either be alga oil or it's gonna be spaghetti. I'm not sure which one. And I guess the soil is pretty rich, right? There's mushroom here. Now over here, nothing coming on this one yet, but this one has some summer squash. This one also. This one also. Over there we have summer squash. I can't complain. I really can't complain because the weather wasn't very kind to us either. So why am I going to complain, right? More. Yeah. So, guys, for putting a few seeds in the ground, I am feeling very happy about what I am seeing here. And we still have maybe about 6 weeks left. So, yeah, I'm a happy camper. See, the Jamaican and the Mexican pumpkin vines are looking up. Let's see how far we can get with them before we get frost. And this is my compost patch, my compost squash patch. Generally, squash leaves are heart-shaped and they don't have distinctive points, whereas pumpkin leaves will be generally heart-shaped too, but they have distinct points. Like I will point that out to you with the alga oil pumpkin, because so far that's the only pumpkin I have here. However, I wouldn't go to town on that because I have so many different shaped leaves for different squash around here in the garden, and so yeah, it is not always easy to distinguish them by leaves. There's a fruit coming up there. Now I don't know, another one here. I don't know what type of squash this is gonna be. It will be a surprise because, as I said, this is in the compost pile, the compost that came from my kitchen. So yeah, I just like to look at this pumpkin squash patch. Yeah, so check this out. I think this is gonna be the alga oil pumpkin. You see the distinct points on the leaves, although over here, let's see, the alga oil has points, but they're not as rounded as that. Well, as I said, it's kind of hard to really use the leaves to definitely say whether or not it's a squash or a pumpkin, because there's so many varieties, so many shaped leaves. It's kind of difficult. The one thing that's for sure is like summer squash. Like, check this out. Like a winter squash has heart-shaped leaves that don't have distinctive points. these are squash too. They're summer squash, right? And look at that. They have distinctive points. And the yeah, yeah. It's kind of hard to specify which squash or pumpkin it is by leaf. However, for the zucchini, you can see a distinctive difference. Look at the zucchini leaves. And we're going to go over to the Monarch greenhouse garden, and you will be able to see some more zucchini leaves, which are pretty similar to these with the silver coloration on the leaves. So let's go across. We are now at our patty pan squash. Check that out. They are growing and I am happy. They are growing and I am happy. Check this one out. This one's pretty big. That over there is supposed to be a spaghetti squash. So let's see if it's gonna give any fruit. This I think is supposed to be a spaghetti squash too. Let's see if it's gonna give any fruit. Oh, look at this. Blueberries. I don't eat blueberries. 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 I don't think my husband found those ones. I wouldn't get any if he did. Okay. The last time we looked at these, they were... Oh, that's funny. Check this out, guys. Ah, this is crazy. Oh, the asparagus is behind me, tickling me on my back, and I'm thinking that it is a mosquito. Yeah, but check this out, guys. My zucchini plant here looks pretty green, but look at the vine. It looks pretty dry to me. So I am gonna have to put some soil on the area. As a matter of fact, what I'm gonna do is get something to just dig the soil a little bit. So I twisted the vine and I noticed that it is dry on one side, but it's green on the other side. So it is actually keeping this little plant alive. But I think I want to give it a little help. So I am going to go ahead and make a trench and push the vine down into the trench. Because look at that. It looks like it wants to start flowering. But I'm not quite sure how much energy it's going to get from the vine that it has right now. There we go. So I just put a trench alongside the vine and I have covered the vine all the way up to where it had a pretty healthy looking stem. This one looks the same too. Check this out. Look at the vine. It is a bit split. I'm gonna try to cover it too. So I have covered the vine. Give it a little more help. Now this one is pretty good. And it does have little fruits on it, as you can see there. Guys, check this out. It is the first time I'm planting anything like this. I think it's called a tapir, T-A-P-I-R. Not eggplant. Come on, zucchini. Yeah, a tapir zucchini. Like, I was so happy when I saw it. Oh, okay, you're doing good. I'm gonna leave you be where you are. Maybe at some point I'll get some dirt and put on it. Because for some reason, the vine, where the vines of the zucchini start, they are looking a bit feeble. Like they need help. Even this one looks like that. Almost they're looking a little dry like check this one out. There are two here. Yeah, I'm gonna get some dirt tomorrow because I'm gonna have to run like a mad woman very soon. There are fruits down there, and I said that because mosquitoes are eating me alive here. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with my tepear zucchini. Yeah, let's go over to the final two zucchini plants and see what's going on. Yeah, here we are. Here we are. Yeah. Yeah, we're getting fruits here too. And this one looks like it's going to be also another tepear. Look, check that out. And more fruits there. Yeah, 6 weeks gonna give me a lot of zucchinis. And I'm very happy about that. Now we're gonna have to run on inside because these mosquitoes are bad. Because I'm thinking I could be doing it tomorrow when you're gone. Good. So I have 6 pieces, I think. Yeah, those are a bit bigger, so let's put those at the bottom. Thank you. Oh, look at that. We almost got it half. We almost got it half when we shifted it up.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Just put them on the deck. Put them on the deck behind the plants. Yeah. Guys, I have a whole bunch of new plants here that I will tell you all about in a little bit.
Make sure you wear
Gloves.
gloves.
Yeah, I will.
Preferably something like this.
Yeah. I should have one of those, I don't know if my son
They have
stole
some
it.
other red one that's thicker.
Yeah, you gave me a pair.
Not the very small one that came recently. It's got to have some rubber. You can keep this one.
No, wait. Let me see.
No, not this. Preferably not this. You can use it. I have some of those inside there. They're smaller. They probably make you
You
handling
you
easy.
gave me the red one.
Yeah, I gave you this red one, but this red one is just like for everyday stuff like
Okay.
woodworking and stuff.
Okay
Not
then.
for sheet metal.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Then I'll have them to use tomorrow. Let's go in because the
Yeah.
mosquitoes are bad, bad, bad.
Yeah.
This is live at the Petal Place property. Thank you so much for being here with me. I am starting to feel like we are forming a community here. You're a part of my family, you're a part of my world, and I look forward to sharing with you guys all the time. So, again, thank you for spending the time in the garden with me. I did a little more reaping. I picked a zucchini because I don't want the zucchini to be too hard, because when I use the zucchini to make zucchini bread, I use the whole thing, right? And same thing for the summer squash. I do use it to make squash cake, similar to how you use a zucchini to bake, right? And so I pick them when I can just pierce them with my fingernail, because if the outside, the rind, the peel, the skin becomes too hard, then I will have to peel it, and I don't want to have to peel it. I use the whole thing. And I have picked an alga oil hybrid pumpkin finally, because I want to see what it looks like. When I see what it looks like, then I can decide how I am going to use it. And also, I wanted the vine to reserve some energy to expel into um, growing other fruits, right? And so we're going to take them inside. We're not going to cut them today, but whenever I am going to cut, especially this one, I will take you guys along so we can experience it together. Remember now, dare to be different, follow your own star. I will see you again soon.